highs are what? Protected. You see this main high, main low, main high, main low, main low, main high. This high was taken, that means structural high induced. This was actually induced here. Yes, you know we have MSC here, want to pick a buy here, but you have to be careful with this. Why? This took out this high, that could just be an inducement. However, if it took out this high, then there is a huge possibility that what? The highs are no longer protected. Is it clear, everybody?
Okay.
Good. So you have to be careful, because at this point you begin to realize that everywhere in the market is pretty much MSU. That's why it's a combination of everything that makes you to stand out. Okay? So you have this from your daily time frame. All right? You have this from your daily time frame. So after today, I won't be going into this again till we are done with the whole fall testing session, because after this, I pretty much don't go to daily. I just go to 1 hour, 5 minutes, 1 minute, and I'm ready for the day. So you get to see why. But this is how you follow it. Now we understand our manipulation setup within the daily. Can you see, Chad? Can you see we are not picking a manipulation setup from here to justify this?
Yes, sir. We're using something in our in trading environment.
Exactly. So that's it. It's always about your trading environment, and then you're moving and growing with the market. Now, from here, what do we do? Well, of course, this demand and supply levels are big. We don't want to work with them. But then, what we're going to do? Nothing. What we're going to do is go to the lower time frame, and that is where we are going to refine those demand and supply levels. So what time frame do we go to next?
H4.
The 4-hour time frame, right? So now here we are on the 4-hour time frame. We already understand our trading environment. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, if you look at this supply we marked from the daily, and how 4 is efficient, and how we have liquidity built. Remember that what's the name? Rhino week we had here, right? Turns out that on the 4-hour we also have liquidity here, which is the last high before the main high, right? So that's what the money level right there. So at this point here, you see this supply is no longer useful for me to market. True or true? If you look at this market here, is it useful for me to have this on my chart? No. So always try as much as you can to keep your chart less busy, as neat as possible. Now we understand that, okay, we're buying this market, we're just targeting this high because we understand the liquidity, we understand everything, we understand efficiency. Okay. Now, price is here. We're still dealing with the supply, so we're still up from this level. So I'm just trying to combine everything though. So we already identified our trading environment, but I'm just taking it from the daily time frame here though. Right? So this is the daily time frame. This is the last high before the main high. And this was Rhino week from the daily time frame, so it makes sense, which is also a Rhino week on the 4-hour. We just combine everything together. Then we understand that this was that high that was induced that led to this low, so we understood the intentions better. Right? So what again, you see when price was ready to push here, what did it do? It induced this high and drop off. That's another day. That's the understanding there, so we know that. Now look at this supply here. Is it useful for me to mark this supply now?
Mark?
No. No. I'll remove it. Then I'll pay attention to this level that had what? Liquidity grab, as this could still potentially have money sitting in it. Right? Remember, money grabbed is money spent, right? So this could still potentially have money sitting in it. So pay attention to it in the future. Unfortunately, it is also what a rhino wick from the daily time frame. Okay, so now let's pay attention to the 4-hour. What do we notice on the 4-hour? What do we notice? Here, hold on. Bring this guy down. This is our trading environment, right? So we zoom in to this level because price can't just fly all of a sudden from here to this level. It has to go within all of this first. If it's going to go up, or it has to come within all of this, it's going to go down. So zoom in your trading environment here and analyze this. If price takes out this level, then you know your trading environment has improved, then you can analyze it. But fortunately, we already did this stuff, so that's fine because daily made it easy. So some days might not be like that, depending on the environment. And the good thing about you identifying your daily environment is you can do it on a Sunday, for example, and what you identified on a Sunday will serve you all throughout the week, even for 2 weeks, even for 3 weeks. Are we together? Like, for example, if you look at here now, if you look at here, you agree with me that the daily time frame that you identified here still fell within this level and this level, and this has been 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry about that. Body likes stress. So these have been 45 days. That's about 5 weeks plus. 6 weeks rather. You see that? So that's it. So you just keep adjusting the whole thing. Now we're in 4 hours. So let's come back here. So we're here. And when we look at this guy, the first thing we want to do is mark our supply and demand, which is pretty much marked, right? So the next thing is, that is identify trend, we've done that, supply and demand, then money levels. So looking at my 4-hour right now, I see that price has money here. Am I correct, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there is money here, and I also know that this here is liquidity. Why? It's my last high before this main high here. Okay, so now isn't this the last high before the main high? Yes, it is. So we just pay attention to everything. Remember, we're just adapting and we're moving on the market, so we're paying attention. So I have this money level here, I have this level here, then what again? That's all I can see for the sell. Then about the buys. The buys, I have money level here, which is still the same thing with the daily. Then I have this demand. Is this demand still valid on this time frame? Yes or no?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Why? Because it is not efficient, right? So I draw this line to signify efficiency. Then I remove this demand because I understand what price is saying now. See, my chart is clean.
My chart is clean. My chart. That was a chart.
Now, talking about this MSU that I had from the daily time frame, I'll remove it. Why? Purpose of marking it was to understand the daily intention, which I have gotten. Now, talking about 4-hour demand, all the way from here, we see price came into the last low here before the main low on the level. So when you're doing your top-down analysis, if you've marked that, you pretty much will be ready to attack the market here. So what next? Last low before the main low. Then for this particular push, we also have this last low before this main low. Or the thing there is, does it have money? You have to be careful. If you look at it closely, we had a rhino wick here, right? And you see more than 50% has been what? Tagged in. So which means there is a high tendency that there is no money here again. This whole level here, there is no money there. Why? Because this guy already tapped the money that was here and left. So the only thing you can do is pay attention to the internal inefficiency, but remember, respect your elders before the younger ones. Are we together, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So if there is money here, this liquidity, then we have imbalance here. So that could be what? The possible mitigation zone. Now we have our 4-hour marked. So let's see, in terms of efficiency and inefficiency, see, we're already doing that here already. Then here we have type 2 efficiency. We start from here, right?
Yep.
So 4R is efficient type 2 efficiency. So we're waiting.